Hello, it's just Richard again here. Just want to say hi and hope everybody here that's listening is doing really well today. Just wanted to touch bases again on fear. We do live in a very fearful society. There's so much that people are afraid of, whether it's their health or the health of everybody around us at this point, or finances, or whatever it is. People are just very, very afraid. And I think that God has a lot to offer to those of us who are feeling fear, because I'm one of those people, man. I fear for all those things too, and I worry about my family, and I worry about all kinds of things. So I wanted to talk to you about what God has to say when it comes to fear in our lives. Last time we talked, we mentioned the fact that we can know that God didn't give us fear, but he gives us power and love and a sound mind so we can overcome fear. Today I want us to think about the fact that another way to overcome fear is with faith. Fear and faith are opposites. You can be fearful or you can be faithful, but you can't be both at the same time. Well, that's not entirely true. You can feel fear, but you have to act as though you don't have it, as though you don't have fear, as though you are fearless. And the best way that I know to act fearless, to remove fear as an obstacle from doing things. And by the way, just so that you're clear and I'm clear, we're all clear. We all want to be clear, don't we? Just so that we're all clear. There's a difference between fear and caution. Sometimes you go into a situation, maybe it's a little bit dicey or it's a little bit strange or whatever, and you're not sure about what's going on. And so you enter in with a cautious outlook, and you're looking around, making sure everything is safe, or make sure that everything is the way that it's supposed to be, and there's not obvious danger. And God gives us that. That's just common sense in a lot of ways, because we are, we are subject to, attack from different sources, or different things can happen. So we need to be cautious, but we don't need to be fearful. And one of the things that helps me, I'll say it slowly so I can get it out. One of the things that helps me is to remember that no matter what it is that I'm going to face, that God is bigger than whatever that is, whatever that obstacle is, whether it's a mental obstacle or something that's emotional to me, or maybe it's something physical, where I have to get from one place to another and there's something in the way, whatever that is, that God is bigger than that. And it doesn't matter what it is, he's always bigger than that. So if you remember that as you move along and you say, listen, hey, whatever this obstacle is, God put it in front of me, but he's bigger than that is. He's bigger than whatever this is. I can get around it. I can get through it. I can get over it, or whatever it takes. I can conquer this fear. And the way we conquer fear is not necessarily in trusting in our own strength, although I am convinced that most of us are stronger than we realize. But the way we get over fear is by trusting in the strength of our Father in heaven. The Bible says that greater is he who is in us than he who is in the world. And if that is true, Jesus said in John 16, he said to take heart, or to have courage, because I have overcome the world. And if all those things are true, and they are, then we can live lives where we're not afraid of what happens or what's going to happen, because we know that God is able to overcome those fears for us. But the one thing it takes, we've got to take the step. In other words, I can believe, there's an old example where you have a chair and somebody says, do you believe this chair will hold you up? And everybody goes, yeah, but then nobody sits on the chair, right? It's only when you sit on the chair, it's only when you take the step of faith that you are trusting God to take care of whatever that fear is. So I'm going to let you go. So I hope that's helpful. Remember, take that step of faith, because God is bigger than any fear you might have. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.